Hey there, loves. I hope everyone is doing amazingly well. As you hop on, whether you're watching the live or the replay, definitely say hi in the comments and let me know if you're here live or if you're here for the replay. Make sure my headset is connecting here. There we go. Oh, I am just a pure ball of energy right now. I'm in like such a space of just utter complete gratitude. I just had something happen where I got to help some people and it felt so good. And I knew already that I wanted to go live today. It's just something that I've been really wanting to share with you guys. There's so many stories still. I was like damn near in tears 10 minutes ago because I was just so beyond grateful for something that I just got to do and experience in my life, and getting to help some other people. And going along with that, it makes perfect sense with what I'm going to be giving away here. So I can't wait to see you guys, to say hi if you're hopping on here. I see a bunch of you already on. Definitely say hi. Let me know if you're on live, of course, or if you watch the replay later, just type replay in the comments. Who all is here? Hi, Karina. Sid, Angel, hi lovely ladies. Oh my gosh, Angel, is that a picture of your sweet baby? Congratulations. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna be talking about. Let's dive into this and then I'll kind of break down exactly what's going on. So we flew back from Vegas last night, and on the drive back from the airport to our home, I just had this aha and this epiphany. So doors were supposed to be closing last night on the Intuitive Entrepreneur, and it's a 6-week immersion program that I've created, but I have a much bigger vision for it. It's not just like another program I'm putting out, launching like crazy. It's not just that. It's something I see the Intuitive Entrepreneur, and there's two things, not to get confused. There's the Intuitive Entrepreneur, which is a free challenge, and then there's the Intuitive Entrepreneur, which is the full 6-week live coaching experience with me that kicks off this week, actually. And the whole thing behind the Intuitive Entrepreneur is it's becoming my new signature program where I'm going to be personally walking visionaries through, like, yes, how to tap into your soul, how to actually take soul aligned action, how to launch and sell with ease, like doing all of this from a space of authenticity, integrity. But also I wanted to give you all of the strategies that I currently use in my business, because I completely understand, like, if you're just getting started or changing directions, or even like I was last year when suddenly nothing was working in the way that I thought it would anymore, and I needed to rediscover a new way to show up and share my message, I kind of had to like reinvent myself and reinvent my business. And if you happen to be in a space like that as well, I want to give you everything that I do in my business that's turning it into a 7-figure business this year. Because really what I do is streamlined. I'm not saying it's simplistic in terms of like, or say anyone could do it, but yeah, actually anyone could do it. I don't get overcomplicated with a strategy, but the things that I do are really effective because I use simple, effective, authentic strategy in my business, coupled with the fact that I just freaking care. Right? And I know every single one of you who are on here, if you're wanting to start your own business, or you're wanting to serve, or you're wanting to make money, it's because you care, right? It's not because you're just out there to try to make money. If you just wanted to make money, there's a whole lot of other jobs that you could go do, like, that aren't this. I'm going to be honest that it takes some soul to start a soul-based business. It takes some drive and some passion and some showing up consistently to be in this space, right? So who here is committed to starting their own soul-based business? Tell me in the comments. And you don't even have to know what it is yet. You might just be getting started, have no idea what you will even be selling. You just know that you're meant to serve. Or maybe you're already working with clients or have your own products. But who here is committed to having their own soul-based business? Tell me in the comments. You can even just type soul lover. Give me all that goodness. That's what's super important to me. And that's the whole reason that I launched the Intuitive Entrepreneur. And I've had so many amazing women who are already signed up, and we're getting started this week. It's going to be live and epic. And last night I was supposed to close the doors, but I had something interesting happen. I keep saying we were driving back from the airport after flying home from Vegas. but actually you guys are the ones who hit the jackpot, because I had this moment where I'm like, wait, if I want to personally walk my amazing, badass, visionary clients through how to build a highly profitable business based on soul, I want them to have the strategy side of it as well. Of course, the mindset and the energy and the alignment and all of that goodness are so, so important. And I want to lay out a buffet of strategy in front of you, not to overwhelm you, but because when you are in that aligned state, I want you to get to pick and choose the things that feel totally aligned for you. So for instance, when I put out a program or I decide I'm gonna put out an offer, there's not like a set thing that I feel like I have to do to make money. I do what I'm soul aligned to do. And consistently it's things like Facebook Lives, woo, here we are, Facebook Lives, because I love to connect with you guys, social media posts, and writing a few emails. Like that's really my launch strategy. And it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. But I know that every single person isn't the same. So maybe you do love webinars, or maybe you want to do videos or Facebook ads or anything else. And so I want you to have access to these strategies, or funnels. I love and adore funnels. Who's interested in learning something about funnels? To say funnels in the comments if you'd love to learn more about those too, and some automation and passive income and all that goodness in your business. I want you guys to have access to all of this. I love creating kind of this like one-stop shop for everything, so you don't feel like you're needing to like jump between programs and sign up for everything. That's not what we're doing here. And so as I was driving home from the airport, I wasn't driving, my husband was driving, and I just had it kind of hit me in the head, as intuition tends to do, hence why we're creating the Intuitive Entrepreneur, that why don't I just give everyone who signs up for the Intuitive Entrepreneur my entire From Emails to Clients program and my entire Funnels, Cash, and Freedom programs. If you don't know what these two programs are, Emails to Clients came out last fall and Funnels, Cash, and Freedom came out this spring. Emails to Clients ended up being about a $2,000 or so program, and Funnels, Cash, and Freedom was a $1,000 program. And they're now free and included with it through tomorrow. So I'm going to end up increasing the price point of the Intuitive Entrepreneur because I just added $3,000 in coaching programs to it. So just for it to feel energetically aligned, the price will be going up on it. But you can get in right now for exactly what the investment was before those two things were added in. And here's the crazy thing. Like, actually, I wonder if I can drop images. Can I drop images in the comments? I don't actually know that. I've never tried that before. I want to try it. Let's see what happens. I have these screenshots of all of the trainings. Okay, let's see what happens here. Drop, 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 drop. Okay, it's not letting me do that. Damn it, I tried. There we go. Well, basically, I added all the details over to the programs page too. So the link is up above in the comments if you want to go see. I literally put exactly what's going to be included now. So you are going to be getting, with the Intuitive Entrepreneur now, $3,000 in programs that haven't been open for about 7 months. And I actually don't have any intention of opening From Emails to Clients or Funnels, Cash, and Freedom. If you want access to those, sign up for the Intuitive Entrepreneur. I mean, such a better deal, right? Why pay $2,000 for one and $1,000 for another? Just sign up for the Intuitive Entrepreneur and get both of them for free. Because I care so much about you having everything that you need to really rock out and do the work you're meant to do on this planet. So you're going to be getting things like my email marketing templates, exactly how I do webinars, how to boost my Facebook Lives, the breakdown of how I actually do my Facebook Lives. You're going to get an entire video training on how to create your first opt-in offer or your 100th opt-in offer, and why my opt-in pages convert at 80 to 90%. Like all of this, my funnels, my email marketing, my Facebook Lives, all of it is now included in the Intuitive Entrepreneur. It's no extra, it's just included. So doors were supposed to close last night. I got a hit of intuition to add these in instead. And so they're now available to you. And it means so much to me to get to serve and to get to connect with people. And here's what I know to be true. It means so much to you too, right? I just left getting my nails done. Got all the bright jewel tones today. And as I was pulling out of the parking lot, it's next to a grocery store, and I was pulling out of the parking lot and I saw this gentleman with a sign that said, you know, anything helps, 3 kids, you need gas, food, God bless you. And being in Vegas, you know, I've seen so much of that lately and had so many people ask for donations, ask for whatever. And I think that we can get a little numb to it. And interestingly enough, I was listening to a guided meditation earlier, and literally during the guided meditation, it was talking about knocking us out of basically being numb to what's going on around us. Like we just get in such a habit of like, this is what we do, and this is how we show up, and this is how it is, and kind of knocking yourself out of that and shifting into a space of hearing and being and living from soul, right? And so the audio that I was listening to today, the guided meditation, was literally about a woman who was on a subway who had someone in a similar situation ask for money, and she was like, no, sorry, don't have any. And then she realized she was just in the habit of like, no, blocking people out, pushing people away, and realized as she started to think about this person and why he was asking, and she could tell that he needed it. And so her stop came up on the subway, and she literally just pulled out some cash, and as she hopped off the subway, like handed it to him. And as I was pulling up to my stop, and the guy was standing here right next to me in the car, or not in the car, he was standing on the sidewalk with his sign. And so he just seemed so genuine. And I looked behind me, and there was a car behind me, so I knew I needed to go. So I ended up just pulling out and pulling right back in. Oh my God, it makes me so emotional. And the only thing I had on me were 20s. And so I pulled back up, and I like waved him down, and I could see his wife with a baby and 2 kids sitting under this tree back behind him in the shade because it's kind of toasty out today. And I was just like, I handed him a 20, and he was so beyond grateful, literally, like immediately was like, God bless you. And immediately I'm crying. And it's one of these situations where we get so caught up. We get so caught up in the busyness of it. We get so caught up in running businesses. We get so caught up in the actions that we're taking. I think so often we forget these are people. These are people that are in our audiences. These are people that we're emailing. These are people that we're creating our programs for. There's a reason that you're put on this planet. And it's not to hustle. It's not to exhaust yourself. It's not to be broke. Like, I am so grateful that I said yes to my soul. I'm so grateful that I put myself out there. I'm so grateful that I do things that scare me every single day so that I can serve, so that I can earn greatly, so that, yes, I can buy the beautiful bedazzled Louboutins that I got a couple days ago that I'll show you in a second, but also so that when I see someone that needs help, that it doesn't even affect me financially at all to get to give to someone. And then like I handed him the money, and he immediately was just like so beyond grateful. And I saw him turn back to his wife who's holding the baby and like show her. And as I pull up, like her immense gratitude and holding the baby and waving to me, and like means the world. It's like, that's why we do this stuff, right? I think that's what sets us apart. That's what sets me apart and my business apart. That's what sets you apart. This isn't just about how can I manipulate the whatever algorithms so I can get people to buy my products. Like, yes, of course I care about making money, because money is how we exchange energy on this planet at this point, right? Like, it felt good to give to him. It felt good to purchase for myself. It felt good to go to Vegas and take my husband to Vegas. It feels good to give. I just got my nails done, and it felt good to way over tip on everything I do. You know that this is what's meant for you. You know that you are meant to be serving greatly and living greatly and giving back greatly and all of this. You know deep in your soul that you are meant to be impacting millions and making millions. And every single day that you deny this or put it off for some day, you're just turning down the connection to your soul, to your life, to the work that you're meant to do, to the people that you're meant to serve. And you cannot give back if your own wells are not filled up first, okay? So the reason that I'm so passionate about all of this is because I fucking care so much. And I know that you do too. Stop making money complicated. Stop making business complicated. Stop making serving your people complicated. Stop putting all this bullshit like complicated strategy and I got to figure out the right opt-in offer and what if my photos aren't right, between you and changing lives starting with your own. It's not necessary. There's no need for my nose to run. My body's like, you wouldn't let us cry, so it's coming out of your nose now. How about that? Yeah, pretty orange lipstick and snot. I just, more than anything, want you to remember who you are. Just remember who the heck you are. And I understand. I do the same thing. I forget too. When we were in Vegas a few days ago, I came across these shoes, and I will go get them first in a second and show you guys because there's sun in here right now, and they're going to be epic looking. I came across these shoes. Actually, let me just go get them. And when I saw them, whoop, where are you going, Charger? When I saw them, I was like, oh, there they are. I'd had on my vision board on Pinterest for like some time now a pair of these gradient Louboutins, and I don't really wear heels that often, and I don't wear Louboutins that often because I find that they're not that comfortable, but I always peek my head in Vegas to the Louboutin store just to see, just out of curiosity. Here, wait real quickly. Let me just, they have their own area that they live. Okay, I can't let them touch each other because I don't want to knock their crystals off. So let me just carry on here. I saw them and I was like, oh shit, those are everything. Those are everything my soul needs. And I looked at the price tag and I'm like, yeah, that's about what I would expect them to be. And I was like, but I can't buy those. I can't buy these shoes. This is absurd. Like, who would spend this much on shoes? I started like second guessing myself. Just real quickly to give you guys a quick, can we just look at these for a minute? Let's just look at these for a sec. Okay, so you see these on a pedestal thing when you walk into the Louboutin store and you're like, of course, everything in my heart and soul was like, the 6-year-old child came out who obviously needs these. I'll pull them back up in a second. But I couldn't give myself permission in that moment to like spend how much on shoes? Like, I don't even wear heels that much. Are you sure? But this is exactly the same. This is the soul desire piece, is that my whole practice at this point is connecting with soul desires and soul requirements. And sometimes the soul requirement is do a Facebook Live, even if you don't, like, my soul required me to do a Facebook Live right now. It doesn't matter if it's Sunday. It doesn't matter that my lunch is sitting on the counter and I haven't eaten yet. I knew that I needed to go live right now, whether I even like really wanted to or not, whether I thought that I was probably going to cry live or not. I knew that my soul required it because there was something energetically that I needed to share. And so when I feel a soul desire or soul requirement, the whole thing that I'm practicing at this point is learning to say yes, 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 as quickly as possible. And so when I walked into the store and this is happening, I don't know if you can see this. That is happening. You better believe everything in my soul was like, oh, yes. And I walked out of the store after trying them on. And we were doing some shopping. So my husband and I were renewing our vows and we are just getting things for the next day for when we were going to do that. And I was like, oh, damn it. Like, every time I come across these like soul desires and soul requirements that freak me out, why can't they be easy things? Why do they have to be like the shoes that terrify me and the like, oh, the things that I do on a daily basis that freak me out? That's the thing. I'm like, you guys tell me you're scared? Nah, welcome to being an entrepreneur. Welcome to being a human, actually. You're going to have things that freak you out pretty much on the daily. And so we were walking back past the shop. We've been shopping for a little bit, getting stuff together, and we're walking out to go get some food. And my husband's like, he's so amazing. He so gets all of this. And he's like, well, he's like, are they a soul desire? And I was like, fuck yes. He's like, then I don't have anything else to say. So he already was like, yep, fully support you, go for it. And I was still like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. I can't, they're shoes. I can't pay that much for shoes. And we went to a restaurant, we were getting some drinks, hanging out for a minute. And I was like, obviously he's already like, yeah, do it. This isn't even a question. I'm needing to process all of it from a logical perspective. Anyone been there? Yeah, where you're like, weighing the pros and cons and like, you know, it's already happening. I know it's already happening because I will not deny my soul. But as I already know this, I'm also looking logically for any out from this situation because it's freaking me out. because I'm feeling incredibly irresponsible and who do I think I am and la 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 and all of that bullshit. And so we sit there and I end up like messaging my coach and stuff as well. And I knew she wouldn't get the messages anytime soon because she's in a different time zone. But I was just like, I need to process this with someone. So we go, I buy the shoes. Let's look at them again because they're sparkling in the sun right now. And like, oh, they're epic. They're insane. I'm just going to hold them and sleep with them. And they smell amazing. I'm not selling my feet, I promise. They smell like leather or something delicious. Not that leather is delicious. They smell lovely. Okay. So we go, I purchase the shoes. We walk back to the hotel. I'm kind of having like a anxiety attack, but it's done. I can return them if I need to. So I have that. I get back to the room. I have a message from my coach that it's a 5-second message. And she says, Jessica, it will be very expensive if you do not buy the shoes. That was the message. She ended up leaving me a couple other things too. Because I was having this moment of these are too expensive and who do I think I am and la 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 la. And you guys see how deeply, if you were just hopping on and listening to the beginning, like how deeply I care about giving, that I've had a hard time at times investing and purchasing for myself because I love to give to other people. And so I get caught up in this sometimes where I'm like, I'm investing how many thousands of dollars in this? I should be giving this to people. And the thing that my biggest thing that I've had to learn is that if I don't take care of me and fuel myself and fill myself up by saying yes to my soul desires and requirements, that I cannot serve others, that I cannot pull up there today in my car and hand over cash to someone who's in need if I'm not taken care of first. And I see that happen for so many people, especially for women, that we run ourselves into the grounds, we exhaust ourselves, and then when people ask for something from us, we have nothing left to give. We're left ragged and exhausted. And so I want you to know that you get to have, be, and do all of it. You get to have I just can't. I see them and then I'm immediately like my brain is gone. You get to have the sparkly Louboutins covered in crystals. You get to serve greatly. You get to tip greatly. You get to give back to people. That means, I mean, the amount that we've given back in the last few days, and this isn't about like being special about giving back. We give back because it means so much to us. And you get to have all of that experience. And so the thing is have you considered, you're like, okay, my soul desires are expensive. Oh, I want to travel full time. I want to live in the beautiful house. I want to wear the beautiful shoes. You think your soul desires are expensive? Have you considered how expensive it is to say no to them? And that 5 seconds of hearing that from my own coach was like, I'd already bought the shoes at that point. So it's like I was already on the path, but it was exactly what I needed. Jessica, do you know how expensive it will be? No, it wasn't even that. Jessica, what was it? I should play it. Jessica, it will be very expensive not to buy the shoes. So here's what I'm saying to you. If you deeply desire to serve and have an impact and give back and have your own business and lead from soul and change lives and everything that you crave on this planet. And if you crave personally working with me, but you're afraid that it's, I don't know, I've invested in other programs before, or I don't know if I have the money or whatever, it is very expensive to say no to your soul desires. And of course, after I bought these, I'd like to say that immediately I felt totally at peace. No, I went to bed pretty quickly and I'm pretty sure I had dreams that I was kidnapped and all kinds of other anxiety things. So I was processing my own thing about like purchasing these shoes. But then I got up the next day and it was like, it's done. Because here's what I know, it's never about like the material goods, right? And that's why I don't have like hundreds of pairs of Louboutins. I have 2. I just bought the second one. I bought the first pair like 4 years ago. I buy the things that are soul desires. And what I know to be true is that when you buy a material good or you go on a trip or you stay in the hotel or you invest in the coach or the coaching program, that is a soul desire. And a soul desire is anything that you can just feel this hell yes bubbling up from you, that it's like it already feels done, as weird and crazy and whatever as it may sound, it already feels done. those are your soul desires and your soul requirements. And when you say yes to those things, you immediately shift yourself to the frequency of the person who said yes to those things, right? So by saying yes to these shoes and wearing them around, I immediately shifted to the frequency of the woman who wears these shoes. And so, of course, like immediately, not the first day, like there wasn't hardly any income that came in. And that's okay, because I buy the shoes to make money. I bought the shoes because they were a soul desire requirement. The next day was one of my biggest days in the month. Like when you say yes to your soul, life says yes to you over and over and over again. So if you think it's expensive to say yes to your soul, have you considered how expensive it is not to? In terms of so many ways. In terms of you're dialing down abundance, you're basically saying, no, I don't believe that abundance is infinite. So if you could give me more lack situations, that would be ideal. That's basically what you're saying when you say no to soul desires. That's why I knew there's no in hell I was walking out without those shoes. I wasn't leaving Vegas without them, because I do believe and I commit that abundance is infinite. You either believe it's infinite or it's not. I do, and I will live and act and breathe in that way, no matter what, or how crazy or irresponsible or whatever it seems, all the way to never having another money struggle again in my life. Like that's what I know to be true, that when I live from a space of abundance and then believing abundance is infinite, that's what's reflected back to me. Here's another way of, by saying no to these things that you think are expensive, how expensive is it actually to say no? Well, you just denied yourself an experience that was a soul desire. You just denied yourself stepping into who you know you're meant to be because you think that it's bad or wrong or you're going to be judged or the money's not there. The money's always there. The money is always there for all of our desires. I don't have millions of dollars in the bank, but if I came across $1 million home, for instance, that I knew was mine, you better believe that I would take every single step for however long it took until that home was mine. That's the difference between people who live this way and people who talk about living this way. There's no stopping me. There's no stopping people like you and I who are committed to listening and honoring our souls on a day-to-day basis. And if this is what you are called towards, and the doors of the intuitive entrepreneur were supposed to close yesterday. We're supposed to close last night. And so if you were like on the fence and going back and forth and I should have done it and I missed it, you just hit the jackpot, because not only did doors not close, but I just added in $3,000 of other programs because it felt good. It also feels crazy from a logical perspective. I started going through all the trainings today that are now included because they're all recorded and ready for you. They're insane. It's my exact email marketing. It's exactly how I do Facebook Lives. It's how to build opt-in pages that convert at 80 to 90%. It's how to use funnels to create passive income and nurture leads and connect with people. It's all of my strategy that sold for $3,000 on its own that's now just included with the Intuitive Entrepreneur for free. And the link is in the description if you want to grab a copy of that. Or not copy of it, it's live. It's a 6-week live program. It kicks off this week. If you want to join me for 6 weeks live, if you are not available for the bullshit that's going on in your head anymore and for the lack-mindedness of maybe the people around you, and you are committed to stepping up and living as the abundant, expansive, soul-led version of you now, then this is for you. And if you need a little ass kicking to remind you who you are, that's what's happening, and that's exactly what's going to happen for the next 6 weeks straight, let alone you have lifetime access and unlimited replays to every single one of the live trainings and coaching calls we're going to do for 6 weeks straight. You have access to this incredible private Facebook community I've built where I'm going to be personally answering your questions. You have access to my entire From Emails to Clients program, which breaks down all of my email marketing, how to do webinars, how to boost Facebook Lives, Facebook ads, all of it. Let me be clear, just because you have access to it does not mean you're required to use it. Use it like a buffet of strategy. Fill in what feels good. Use those things. Ask me if you need guidance. That's why I'm doing this program, right? That's why the Intuitive Entrepreneur is now my signature program to support entrepreneurs and visionaries just like you. You're also going to get access to my entire Funnels, Cash, and Freedom program that I did this spring that breaks down exactly how I use funnels in my business. From the opt-in pages, there's a full overview of them, how to use tripwires, Facebook Lives, my email sequences. You're actually going to get my 3- and 7-day email sequence that you can take and edit and use in your business right away. I'm not someone that holds much back. I'm not someone who holds anything back. What am I talking about? Like, if I have something that can serve you, I'm giving it to you. You're also going to get access to an entire video training on how I sell over Facebook Messenger for free. And if you decide to pay in full, you're going to get my Facebook Messenger templates that you can start using immediately. I've done no sales calls this year. I do no discovery calls. I do no clarity calls anymore. None of that shenanigans. Every single high-level client, mastermind client who's invested anywhere between like $5,000 and $25,000 with me has all come directly over Facebook Messenger. No automation, no bots there. I use them from time to time in general, but not with this way. And I want to be teaching. Like, let's keep it simple and effective, right? You're going to get all of that as well. And the big core piece is I'm going to be holding an energetic incubator while wearing these probably the entire time of wealth, of abundance, of expansiveness for you. I see exactly who you are in an instant because it's one of my gifts as an intuitive, as a person who lives in the space of energetic alignment. Depending on how far you want to go with this, this is my 7th life on this planet and it's my last one here. I came to this life basically as a reward, as a like, let's go play on earth. This is the last time. Let's go all in. Let's serve greatly. Let's shift consciousness. Let's help people, remind people that ease and flow is the magic. It's not in the hustle and the struggle. Like, I know how to do this stuff. I've spent some time with it. And if you know that there's more to life, and you know there's more to business, and you know that you are supposed to serve greatly from your soul, there's nothing else out there like this. I invite you to join us. The link is in the description. If it's not pinned in the comments, I'll pin it here in just a second. It's ToLivingFree.com/intuitive entrepreneur. I highly recommend clicking it and not typing it in because those 2 words are impossible to spell. But here's the deal. Since I've added in over $3,000 of programs for free at this point as a bonus and to really support you, I can't keep the price as low as it's been. Because it's been really accessible, honestly, for a 6-week live program and for all the bonuses and the time with me and the coaching and the unlimited lifetime replays of everything. Like, just the 6 weeks with what was included would have been worth the investment. Now it's including all of my email marketing, all of my funnels trainings, my Facebook Live trainings, how to create opt-ins. There's tech trainings. There's trainings from my Facebook ads expert. Like, this is easily a 5K to 10K program. I hadn't thought about that. It probably could become that. I'm going to have to fill into if that's where this is going. This is a 5 to 10K program. And tomorrow on Monday, I'm going to be increasing the price. It can't be at the price. I love the price it's at. I love the number sequence of the price it's at. But it's not in energetic alignment anymore with what's included here. If you can take this program and be making 10K, 20K, 30K a month, the price of this program needs to increase. So that's what's happening. So if you'd like in for the last time that this program will ever be priced at this price point, the link is in the description. If you're just hopping on, definitely go back and listen to the replay. I shared some why I'm doing this, what's actually included. I shared a story about giving and about how much that means to me and the experience that I just had this afternoon with an amazing family that I got to give to. And it's not about like, look, I give, yay, that's special, I'm a martyr, whatever. It's not that at all. What it is for me is that I hope what you see in me, you know that's in you. That you know that you're someone who's supposed to be living with your soul, who's supposed to be serving greatly and impacting greatly and changing lives and giving back. You know you're meant to impact millions, make millions, live luxuriously, and give back generously. And if you keep playing small, if you keep doing things like everyone else, if you keep waiting for someday or for when life shows up at your doorstep with like, hey, guess what? You're officially get to be successful now. It's not going to happen. You have to name and claim it, and you have to self-appoint yourself right now. That's what it's all about. All right, my loves, any questions you have for me? I'm going to wrap up here in just a second. I'm going to eat my lunch, even though it's 4:30. And then we're going to watch a friend of ours in an amazing Shakespeare play this evening. So taking off here soon. But if you have any questions about joining the Intuitive Entrepreneur, getting access to those incredible bonuses. Like I said, price is increasing soon. By soon, I mean less than 24 hours. The link is in the description. I believe it's pinned in the comments, ToLivingFree.com/intuitive entrepreneur if you want to join us. It's not going to be available at this price again, and I'm not going to be doing it live again. So if you want to join us, now is the time. It's go time. Hi, loves. Let's see. This is so beautiful. Thank you, Queen. You're here tearing up. I know all of us were crying at the same time. Jocelyn agreed. Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I'm so beyond grateful for the amazing family who allowed me to have this experience with them. They taught me gratitude this afternoon. And if you're just hopping on and are like, I have no idea what she's talking about, listen to the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I don't think I see any comments, guys. Any questions? Oh, I see comments, but any questions you have for me? Anything else? If you have a biz bestie, a friend, anyone that you know needs this message, definitely drop their name in the comments, tag them in the comments. Feel free to share this video far and wide. It means the world to me to get this message in front of as many people as possible, that it doesn't need to be complicated. And that's the thing to keep in mind, is there's so many people out there right now who, maybe are starting their own business, whatever it is that you do, whether you're a business coach, relationship coach, maybe you have a skincare brand, maybe you're a musician, there's people on this planet right now who would do anything for your message, your service, and your products. And it is your responsibility, with all the love in the world, to get your shit together, to make your message bigger than your bullshit, and to start taking steps forward. And honestly, that's like what we're diving into exactly in the Intuitive Entrepreneur. Like the module 1 is all about you are your niche. And then we're talking about being bigger than your bullshit, and then how to surrender and decide and claim in your business, and coupling that, bringing that together with automation and funnels. How to launch and sell from a space of ease. It's both sides. I've never done something that so strongly brought both sides together. The energetics, the alignment, all of this along with the strategy piece. So if you're called to it, link is in the description. I already see a lot of you who signed up. I know Siv signed up. I can't wait to work with you, gorgeous. Melanie is in. Who else do we have here that's already in? Jessica is in. Hey, Pam, so good to see you. So many of you are already in, and I can't wait to work with you for these next 6 weeks. They are going to be powerful beyond powerful. I keep calling this a Tesseract program for all my science nerds out there, because I've definitely, from a science nerd background, a lot of years of science nerd background, actually. Basically, the idea of a Tesseract of taking light years of things that are light years apart and bringing them together in an instant, where you can step. If you saw Wrinkle in Time is one of my favorite books when I was growing up. And I always loved the idea of a Tesseract, that you could basically manipulate energy and step across light years of time in an instant. That's basically what I focus on my coaching and my work being. That, yeah, you could sit here and you could do your thing and you could rock it out and all of that. It'll take what it takes. Or I personally decide to invest in mentors and coaches and programs that act like a Tesseract and couple time, so that I can step from where I am to where I want to be in an instant. Because there is such a thing as instant manifestation. It comes from a decision. It comes from removing anything that's between you and that. And that's not a physical moving typically. It's an energetic moving, and it's an alignment piece. So if you were called for a massive up level, if you were called for a quantum shift, if you were tired of all the chaos that's online and getting distracted by it and feeling the fear marketing and the lack marketing and the pushiness, and you want to come back to a space of ease and flow and connection and all of that, while earning big, impacting big, and living the life of your dreams, that's what this is about. Get yourself into the Intuitive Entrepreneur now. Price is increasing soon, and doors are closing soon. They're not increasing. ToLivingFree.com/intuitive entrepreneur. It's pinned in the comments. It's also up above in the description. Your message bigger than your bullshit. I actually really like that. Totally. I get that we're afraid. I get that we don't know if things are going to work. I get all of that. But it's time for your message to be bigger than your bullshit, right? And those are the people who are going to succeed, who are going to change lives, who are going to reach out to everyone, who are going to make money and live the life they were put on this planet to live, and release the light that's in their soul. That's what matters. All right, my loves, I'm going to go eat my lunch and go to a Shakespeare play. But I hope that this has opened your eyes, has opened your soul, and has reminded you of who you are so that you can now give yourself permission to say yes to your soul desires and requirements now, and to remember that, of course, abundance is infinite. Whether you're seeing that experience around you or not doesn't matter. It's a choice. It's something you name and claim now. All right, my loves. And for anyone else, if you're watching the replay later, definitely comment below, say hi. I love to connect and see every single one of you. Be sure to share this video with anyone who needs it or tag them below as well. To Living Free, my loves, this is Jessica Caver Lintel. Bye.